Hey guys, two-wheel traveler here. Wanted to give a little update. Riding buddy and I are going to be heading to Green Ridge State Park, State Forest out in West Virginia. And I'm up in Pennsylvania. I'll ride down to him and then take the other extra hour to get to Green Ridge. But we had a good laugh because over the summer we rode out to Colorado and mine was the heaviest. I had the heaviest luggage. Now, granted, I had been doing a month-long road trip through California, Idaho, Salt Lake, and various other places. So I was out for a month. So I was expected to be heavier. I was amazed at how much more difficult it was to take it on the BDR in Colorado. So what we're going to do now is we're going to weigh our bags. I'm pretty much packed right now. This is how I'm going to be heading to Green Ridge. Just going to be a long weekend, leave Friday and probably after work, and then head back home on Sunday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unpack everything and share what's in my bag because Dan's Moto Den, there we go, is wanting to compare and perhaps even laugh because he's betting he can be lighter than me. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and unload everything and we'll discuss what's in it, and then I will talk about total weights. So we're going to start off with the hard bag here. Oh, come on. There we go. Zeroed out. So the right pannier weighs 22 pounds. The left pannier weighs 35 pounds. 35 and a half. The Redvers tent weighs 17.8 pounds. Oh, the pillion bag weighs 20.6 pounds. And my tank bag weighs 8.2 pounds. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and open everything up, show you what I've got, and I'll try again to see if I can lessen some of the weight. That's quite a bit of weight, especially that left saddlebag. I'll have to equalize that out a little bit if I can. I know the right one's my sleeping bag pillow, so it's light. I may switch it up. Gonna be cold weather camping, so I brought the heavy sleeping bag. So anyway, hold on just a moment and I'll get it all opened up and we'll discuss it then. All right, so this one's zero. Oh, let's do that again. Let's wake it up. Zeroed out. So 13.8 pounds. 13.8 pounds. And that is my right saddlebag. Here is my, that is my left saddlebag. Here is my right saddlebag. That's zeroed out. 13.2 pounds. So we're gonna have to subtract that weight to figure out how much weight I have in my saddle, in my bags. And I'm gonna fill it back up, see what I can narrow down, and we'll weigh it again. So here's kind of a breakdown of what I have now, Dan, and everybody else who chooses to watch. I'll go through each one and discuss what is in it. So of course this last one here is my Redvers tent. And then in my right pannier, the reason why it was so light is got a pretty heavy duty sleeping bag. That sleeping bag's probably 40 years old. It's been a Sub-Zero bag and it still holds good, so I keep using it. It's just large. I do have a pillow that I like. I have a Helix. So those 4 items fit in my right saddlebag. For my left saddlebag, I have a dry sack that contains all the other stuff in this row here. Starting from the top, we have a towel for showering, toiletries bag, some more toiletries, toilet paper, papers, dude wipes. I also decided to bring a few, little bit of food, ground coffee so we can have coffee in the morning, food if we get hungry. We'll probably eat out, or we'll go back in town and buy some steaks and bring them back and cook. One pair of Levi's, 2 t-shirts. I have a pair of thermals and underwear, 3 socks. This is more for sleeping. That really should be in my sleeping bag, so let's do that. I'll be wearing one of these socks. Actually, no, I'll have another pair, so I'll have 3 pair. I always like to have a few extras just in case we get wet, which is very likely. I'm sure we'll find a few stream crossings, and inevitably they get wet. So, Jetboil, pair of tennis shoes for walking around after hours. Gotten spoiled. I have an air mattress. This is a 4-inch thick double air mattress. Getting old sucks, but even beyond that, even being young, you know, having a nice air mattress, being able to sleep at night is huge. I'm also bringing a mid-layer that I can wear if it gets cold at night when I'm resting. I'm not bringing any electric gear, even though it is an electric jacket. It is not going to be that cold anyway. In my tank bag, this is all electronics, GoPro stuffs, a hat if I'm choosing to walk around. Something that always stays tethered to a tank bag is a side stand puck, just to make it easier. A lot of times I'll end up in the mud or loose gravel, and I needed something a little wider. A beanie in case, eye drops, Tylenol. An extra pair of gloves. I'll be wearing some lighter gloves when I leave, but those are more for off-roading. Just to wipe down the face, a soft towel, a light at nighttime headlamp, and a couple silk cloths for my glasses. A couple extra electrical that I keep loose that's in the bag. Earplugs. This is for the dongle to start the bike. Of course, legal. Pens, pencils, lighter, bottle opener, utility knife, neck gaiters. I've got a cold weather one and a summer one. Someday I'll organize that and be a little more efficient with it. But that's pretty much what's in my tank bag right now. And then finally, there's the pillion bag. Eventually, I'd like to change this out. I'm starting to build a hard case. It's considerably smaller than this. I will admit, this size has been very functional. It's a little bigger than it needs to be. So I've got a couple extra items in here because Dan doesn't know yet, but we're going to be having some fun this weekend, and we'll start off with bug spray. I think it's going to be cold enough we won't have to worry about it, but you know, not having bug spray, especially on the Colorado trip in California, it got pretty buggy a few nights. I have my infamous sardines. Got to have sardines one night. A kind of a repair kit. It's going to have some tie wraps, JB weld, some tape, and so on and so forth. This is the pillion cover. When I get hungry, I got some seeds I can chew on. This is my tool roll. It has everything that works on my bike. These are my tow ropes for anytime we need help getting out or whatever else. Or I got to pull somebody. I can tow somebody with that. A few more bungees. 3 batteries. One is to jump start the car, or the bike, excuse me. I can use this to charge all of my devices, but I have 2 others just so I don't wear that one out any. I have, when I went to California, plugged them all in because I have a wired tank bag, and I can put them in the tank bag and rotate them out and charge them. So I'll charge while I ride during the day, and in the evening they're all charged up for that evening and the next day. It's worked out well. Probably a bit overkill, but right now they're heavy, so I could probably lighten up there. I may. That's one area I can work on. A light for nighttime works very well. First aid kit, that's gonna have to be replaced. It's too big and it's starting to tear open. This is tire repair. It's got a pump and plugs. It's never failed me. I've used them for the last 15 years. My other one finally died, so I bought this one last June. And then finally, I've got 15 cones and some stakes with twine marked up certain distances so we can practice a few exercises. But that's it. That's the total weight of everything, of all the supplies I'm carrying. I'm going to see if I can narrow it down a little bit. I didn't mention inside my tank bag, not only does it have, inside my tent bag, not only does it have the poles and the stakes, I also have a hatchet in there that serves, of course, as nailing the stakes down, but also for cutting into twigs and small logs that need to be broken up. I didn't change much, pretty much kept it the same. I don't know how I can get much slimmer based on my comfort level. So what we're looking at is about 77 pounds of luggage, not including the saddlebags and the tank bag. Those are about 30 pounds. So when you add it up, I'm at 104 pounds total with 77 pounds of luggage. Pretty freaking heavy. Definitely lighter than when I went to Colorado, that's for sure. I think I was 120 pounds, not including the saddlebags. So that was a butt-ton of weight. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to change much. We'll see how my time goes, but I think she's packed and ready to go. So you're going to hear more from me as I'm cruising down the road sometime Friday or early Saturday. We'll talk soon. See ya.